Hello people of YouTube, it's Evan the Lucy and welcome to episode 24 of the Narnia Life vlog series. Now there's been a little piece of news that I want to talk about and basically my initial thoughts about it. So I will show you here. Apologies for the shakiness of the phone because I'm recording this on my phone. But the title, as you can see, it's called Netflix's Narnia adaptations will be live action. So last month, Netflix and E1 announced that they are developing new feature films and series based on the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. No further details were offered initially. Not surprisingly, new information indicates that at least some of these new adaptations will be live action, not animated. Rachel Benvenchi, I honestly can't pronounce that, manager of original films at Netflix, recently updated her LinkedIn page to show she's working on, in brackets, a live-action adaptation of C.S. Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia. So earlier this week, whatever her name is, appeared on the Hollywood Reporter's list of rising executives 35 and under. Okay, so this article basically confirms, it's just a little bit of news, but it confirms that the series that Netflix is doing will be live action. Not sure if all of them, if they do all 7 books, I'm not sure if all of them will be live action, or if some of them will be and some of them will be animations. As a preference, I prefer live action, so I'm happy with this news. I know that I think it were ages ago, I think it was before TriStar and Sony were announced, so it must have been at least about maybe a year to 2 years ago. There was sort of a lot of speculation because fans wanted, some fans wanted The Magician's Nephew being made, other fans wanted The Horse and His Boy. There were some fans that said, an animation would possibly be an option. So according to this, it looks like it won't be animation. I mean, to date, the only animation Narnia we've got is the one that came out in 1979. Which I've yet to still review. I've still yet to see it. But once I know that I've reviewed all the adaptations, once I do eventually see that animation, and then I'll review it, and I'll review it on the channel and upload it for you guys. So basically I'm very happy with this news overall. I'm very surprised we haven't had sort of any more news because The Nutcracker and the Four Realms, I think, is now in cinemas. And Joe Johnston, he was at the premiere, and again there was no news. He didn't mention anything, not as far as I know, which is very surprising. So I've got doubts now about the 4th film, whether it's actually going to be a film that actually comes out in the theaters. Part of me thinks it's going to be on Netflix, but until we get any new news, we won't know. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for Narnia news. I'll post any new news when news goes up. Thank you for watching. See you all later.